Would you be comfortable, listen to me talk Matthew here, would you be comfortable sharing with us your experience of it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, not a word.
Not at all,
And
not at all.
see.
And we're done.
And we're done.
That's my hot message of the day. I'm not talking about nothing.
Okay, so for the first one, I was absolutely doing it for the article. You know, there aren't that many times in your life someone else pays for your trip.
Yeah.
And you know, and I was never going to do it socially. I don't trust people. And for me to say to even someone I consider to be a good friend, you know, oh yeah, that bit of paper, I'll put it in my mouth. Because I'm like, sure, I trust you, but who'd you get it from? Do I know them? No, no, we're not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's a certain leap you have to take whenever there's drugs involved.
Yeah.
Look,
you can't
I won't wear a tube top in public. I don't trust other people.
So when you go to the doctor, you get the good stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I want oversight.
Okay.
But I did it for the article, but I also wanted to see what it would break loose in me a little bit.
Okay.
When I was a child, when I was 9 years old, my father died very suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being on a couch, lying on a couch a few months after he died, and feeling as if I was going to I felt as if I was falling, and I was reasonably certain I was going to be falling for the rest of my life.
The physical sensation, you had a physical sensation of falling?
It was an emotional sensation so profound it became a physical sensation.
Okay. All right, got it.
And it was just that moment in Alice in Wonderland where she just keeps falling and falling and falling and falling. I think it's Alice through the Looking Glass. But I remember thinking, and I was at most 10 years old, I remember thinking, I feel terrible and I am going to feel terrible for the rest of my life because my father's going to be dead for the rest of my life. There's no reason to think this feeling will ever stop. Yeah. So I remember the triage decision I made at that moment, which is I will feel nothing because nothing is better than this.
Yeah, dissociate.
I will cut off all the bad feelings and we'll see where that gets me. And I remember an almost physical sensation of a tourniquet applied to my emotions and then feeling better.
That's so interesting. There are so many people who describe kind of what you're talking about, kind of like this dissociation, who can specifically remember the moment when they made that decision and how things flipped, and then what their experiences, had been moving forward.
Ginger Minge talked about that. It's like you're like, we've had so many emotionally precocious people on the show who at a young age made those decisions in their head about which road am I going to take? Sure. So you make the decision to cut off all of those bad feelings. And then how did that manifest in your adult life? Did you have a conscious idea of it carrying over, or did you just forget about it?
What it does, it's like you got to read the contract. You always got to read the contract all the way to the end. In the bottom of that contract that I signed, where I decided I would have no more bad feelings, it said in very faint typeface, but you're going to lose a bunch of the good feelings too.
Yeah. Yep. You can't self-select.
You can't self-select. And what I had done was I had taken out the absolute bottom range, but I had also cut myself off from the absolute top.